Hey guys, do I tell like it is? I saw the game today. It was a very rigged and scripted joke. I mean, do I tell like it is here? Can't be surprised because back during February the 20th, I explained why Alexis Sanchez was going to be such a big factor in the FA Cup, why he was going to go out there and beat the Spurs again as a former Arsenal man, and just talking about his record as a premier scorer in the FA Cup over at Wembley. Alexis Sanchez, his past history at Wembley, and just the fact that he just happens to score there a lot. He scored against Reading, Aston Villa during Arsenal's FA Cup title. And then 2017, he scored against Manchester City and Chelsea. He was such a big player for Arsenal. And I tell you, the number 7 was a very, very, very big number for this game. I think there was a rigged and scripted gentleman's agreement between Mourinho and Wenger to have Alexis Sanchez try his hardest when they face Tottenham. Because obviously Wenger wants to leave on a high note with the trophy and to not have the Spurs go ahead and be the team to win a trophy this year. So he was relying on Mourinho for some help this game. It was completely scripted. The number 7, it was Arsene Wenger that has won the FA Cup 7 times with Arsenal. Alexis Sanchez transferred from Arsenal to Manchester United this year. Arsene Wenger's last major move before his resignation at the end of the year. It is interesting that Wenger with 7th FA Cup titles, it was Alexis Sanchez that helped him win those 7 FA Cup titles. Alexis Sanchez right here, he wears number 7. So going to Alexis Sanchez's images, you can see that it is Alexis Sanchez that still wears his own personal number 7 with Manchester United below. And before the game, Tottenham had the most to lose. And the statistic they mentioned, they were talking about how Tottenham made the FA Cup more than Manchester United. Tottenham are the only team ever to lose 7 FA Cup semifinals in a row. The number 7 at it again. 93, 95, 99, 2001, 2010, 2012, and then last year against Antonio Conte's Blues. So just bottling major tournaments and not reaching finals ever since the year 1991. That's a very big question. What is significant about 1991 for Tottenham? But we have Wenger's 7th FA Cup titles. We have Sanchez, number 7, scoring again today in the final for Manchester United, as I've correctly predicted. And Tottenham entering the match have lost a semifinal 7 straight times. Number 7 was a very, very big number for this game. But it's pretty funny that it was Ander Herrera that scored the go-ahead goal in the 62nd minute. This is why I thought there was a conspiracy for Wenger and Mourinho to have Alexis Sanchez knock off the Spurs. Ander Herrera puts Manchester United ahead in the 62nd minute. In Gematria, it is Arsene in simple Gematria that equals 62. It is Arsene Wenger in Pythagorean Gematria that equals 62. Announcing his resignation right before the big Europa tie against Atletico Madrid in Gematria equals 62. Let's see. Arsenal does not equal 24. 38 total minutes between Alexis Sanchez and Ander Herrera's goals. Is this the end for Tottenham in their quest to win trophies? Will too many players leave this year? Will Chelsea try to come back this year if they fail to reach top 4 and they end up making it next year? So just very difficult challenges ahead. Jose Mourinho has a checklist of trophies for United. Number 1, Community Shield. Number 2, English Football League Cup. Number 3, the Europa. And here at number 4 is the FA Cup. It was Mourinho, I think, that won Chelsea's 4th FA Cup title, or maybe it was in the year 2006. I just had to think back when I covered that video. But yesterday's announcement of Arsene Wenger's resignation, going back to the 62nd minute goal by Ander Herrera, yesterday, April the 20th of 2018 adds up to 62, and we have today's date numerology of 63 to review for my first video, all about Jose Mourinho. Jose Mourinho and Gematria equaling 63. Date numerology of 63 today. That's why I knew Manchester United were locked today. And Herrera, does he have a significant Gematria under Herrera? Gematria equals 70 to put Manchester United ahead. Alexis Sanchez torments the Spurs again. It is Arsenal and Gematria that 2 equals 70. It's funny how Ander Herrera scores the goal, and this game just has Arsenal written all over it, and a tribute to the FA Cup glory of Alexis Sanchez and Arsene Wenger, the one trophy that he's known to win the most, the FA Cup, despite the 3 league titles that he stopped fighting for, just end up winning FA Cup titles. But I'd like to end this video with a message to the Tottenham fans that there's a reason why the experts out there are hyping your team out there, and I see this a lot on ESPN FC and other outlets. When these pundits go out there and hype teams that are not big clubs, they end up pushing people towards betting on them. And when they hype up teams like Tottenham, they're just unfortunately not too big to win trophies, and you have fans thinking it's real, then they're going to bet on Tottenham thinking that it's bound to end at some point. But this is just all a betting trap, because it really is a business. This game is a business, and if you're not a big club that just can't bring in the attention and the ratings that would just happen for bigger clubs like Chelsea and Manchester United and Arsenal on Fox Soccer, then unfortunately it's just not good for business. The game is scripted because it is a business, and the biggest clubs out there are the ones that UEFA and the FA want to win the most. So that's where the scripting comes into play, is that the most popular teams have to win to bring in the attention and the money for the leagues, and unfortunately it's just a business. It's more than a game. So it's scripted for a reason. I show you guys how sports rigging happens in another light. But notice how today's result goes hand in hand with which team brings in the most fans and the most money and the most attention. It is Manchester United. And Jose Mourinho is a legendary icon of football, and he's going to make Manchester United very popular for business. In revenue sharing, small clubs in England, they actually benefit from having teams like Arsenal and Manchester United and Chelsea and Manchester City play in finals. Heck, Daniel Levy benefits from it himself if he has Conte and Chelsea against Manchester United. Just Tottenham, Chelsea wouldn't bring in the attention like Manchester United and Chelsea, or Manchester United and Arsenal from the last 2 FA Cups. It's because the big teams bring in the ratings and the money. And that's just the sad truth. And I hope you can understand why that's the case.